firm. Awesome. So, this video is very important because I think a lot of people have been kind of introduced to this myth of you need to do taxes in order to like really be a good accounting firm. And many accountants and aspiring accountants, aspiring bookkeepers feel intimidated by taxes, right? The good news is that you can start a thriving business without being a tax expert. Now, let's kind of break down how. So there's different paths in terms of accounting, right? There's bookkeeping, which is daily transaction management. There's payroll services. There's advisory slash CFO services. And then optional is tax services, right? These are like what I call the big four, right? Now you could divide into the big five, which if you split tax into tax prep and tax consulting, maybe a big six if you do tax resolution as well. But as far as services, half or anywhere between like 75% to 50% of the services you can offer do not involve any form of taxes. Now, what most small businesses actually need is cleanups, up-to-date financial records. Basically, they either need to be cleaned up because they haven't done their bookkeeping in the past, they haven't filed tax in a little while, or they want ongoing management to make sure they don't have to have a cleanup in the future. Now, one thing they also like is in addition to like having clean, up-to-date financial records, they want help understanding their numbers, right? They also want basic compliance support. So that just means like books that are ready that if they have to go through an audit or if they need like their CPS to go and like, get a tax return done really quickly, the books are in a place to where they can do it very quickly, right? So the tax ready book strategy. So focus on accurate categorization and reconciliation. Okay, you're going to save clients time and money when they're handing the books to their taxpayer because whatever you're going to charge for your cleanup is going to be less than whatever the CPA is going to charge for they call it a compilation. So accountants and CPAs call it compilations, bookkeepers call it cleanups. Just kind of give you a little bit of a definition in case a CPA goes, they say compilation, you don't know what that means, right? Next thing is you can start adding major value without giving any kind of tax advice as well. Now, in the future, if you want to add tax services, you can, but I would really only do it if you enjoy tax and you want to grow, if you want to offer more comprehensive services, or optional, if you want to increase how much each client is paying you. Now, for me, what my basic, thought process and strategy when growing an accounting firm or even a bookkeeping firm is you get the monthly recurring revenue up to 3x whatever your monthly bills are, and then you add in some sort of consulting, coaching, tax consulting, etc., to then go and like provide any kind of like passive or free income that you want. So income to like buy a new car, income to go on a vacation, income to do whatever you want, right? So that's kind of how I do it, right? So I structure my business to get my bookkeeping up to about in the beginning it was like 3x of whatever my monthly bills were, right? So once I had the 3x monthly bills, then it was kind of in a place where it's like you can do whatever you want to do. And then with that, freedom and stuff, I started another business because I had optimized my business so much that, I was just had so much free time at that point. So I was like, I'm kind of a person where I don't like nothing. So I really do enjoy being able to have something to do, like work. Like I'm not a person that if I do nothing, I feel lazy, right? Let's just put it like that. And like if I go too long without doing any kind of work, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm wasting my potential, I'm wasting my ability to do stuff. Now that doesn't mean I need to go make $10 million in a year to feel fulfilled, but I like to keep busy and I like to be able to do stuff like that. So that's one reason why we have our mentorship program because it allows me to keep busy and I can just buy basically whatever I want after a while. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't really buy that much stuff, but it really just goes into kind of like my investment and retirement accounts and stuff like that. But, you know, it's always fun, and it allows me to be able to make videos just like this, where I can just like have these videos out for free. But yeah, that's the one thing. So it's like you get stability and you get security with your monthly recurring revenue bookkeeping services, and then you get more of that scale slash profit, just pure profit from your consulting services. Okay, so I'll give you an example. So of a student that doesn't do bookkeeping, like most of my students, about like it's about um it's about probably 70-30 now. So 70% of our students only do accounting and bookkeeping, like monthly work, and then 30% of our students do more like tax prep and tax planning. And that tax planning number is going to go up a little bit more as like we kind of build this channel. We have people that are doing tax consulting as well. But as of right now, like most of our students don't. So almost every success story that you've seen on our channel, probably about 80% of the success stories are from people that only offer bookkeeping, right? Because you don't necessarily need to offer taxes to still go and hit six figures in your business. It's just you have to be good at like focus on solving like financial clarity and time problems. That's it. And then options if a client asks for tax help. So number one, build referral partnerships with tax partners, right? That way, if someone's saying, "Oh, well, I'm also looking for help with my taxes," you can go and like send and refer that work out without feeling like, "Oh, I lost this client," and someone's going to get both the bookkeeping and taxes. So you get the bookkeeping work while your partner gets the tax work. Next thing is you can start white labeling services. So you could start basically you basically take on the tax, you price the tax, but you have someone either in-house or you have an outside partner that does the work, and you basically split the fees or whatever like the person's going to be charging. Whatever the client's going to pay you, you split the fee with the person who's doing the actual service delivery. It's called white labeling and subcontracting. Next thing, you can also expand if later if you want more certifications. Like, probably instead of doing a CPA, I'd probably do an enrolled agent first, so you can just do like the basic like tax consulting, right? And then from there, if you want to get more, then you can do the CPA. But really, if you have like a CMA, a certified management account, that's pretty good. And if you have like an enrolled agent, that's pretty good as well. But even then, you don't really need that many certifications. Um, but some common myths are like, some common myths are that you must do tax to make money. That's false. You can make a lot of money. We've had many students do anywhere from like 30 to 40 grand a month without doing any tax work. Next thing, no one will hire you without tax experience. That's also false. Again, a lot of people just want a bookkeeper. Next, accounting equals taxes. That's partially true, but not in the way most people think, right? There's more to accounting than just taxes, but it's one component of it. Now, if you want some help growing your business without having to offer taxes, click the link inside the description below this video, either in the description or the comment section. Let's book a call. Let's see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. I'm basically going to walk you through everything you need to do to go and reach six figures per year inside of your accounting or bookkeeping business. Okay. So, action plan. Remember, you don't need tax expertise to start your business. Focus on strong bookkeeping and reporting. Partner or expanded tax only if you want. Start simple, scale smart. Okay. Have a good day. See ya.